Commissioner Roger Goodell has personally intervened in the NFL's raging scandal over Rex Ryan's comments against rising quarterback Shedeur Sanders, which is spreading faster than wildfire. What began as yet another round of incisive analysis from Ryan has evolved into a comprehensive inquiry that may have dire repercussions for everyone in the league who is discovered to have ties to what Goodell called a possible smear campaign. The commissioner wasn't holding back. He stated unequivocally that any transgressions of league ethics or conduct will not be accepted. He also stated that the NFL has the power to kick an owner out of the league completely, if needed, in a comment that shocked the sports community. It's no little matter that Goodell spoke with such vigor. It serves as a stark caution to anyone who thinks they can control stories, damage reputations, or incite controversy for their own benefit. There was no mistaking his meaning. The league will not permit its players or its reputation to be damaged by personal assaults. And Shedeur Sanders is one of them. All of this is related to Rex Ryan's recent diatribe in which he angrily attacked Sanders, saying the rookie quarterback hadn't merited playing over Dillon Gabriel. The remarks received immediate criticism for their tone and connotations after swiftly going viral on media sites. Both supporters and commentators characterized Ryan's remarks as harsh, pointless, and polarizing. However, the timing might have made them worse. According to all reports, Shedeur Sanders, the son of NFL great Deion Sanders, has gained the respect of his teammates via hard work and discipline. He has been putting in endless effort to establish himself on and off the field. The consequences were instantaneous. Fans and athletes demanded accountability on social media within hours. At that point, Roger Goodell took over. He made a measured but undeniably firm remark. He declared that any club or owner found to have participated in a smear campaign would be subject to the full force of the league's authority and promised to personally investigate the situation. It was more than just protecting one player. The goal was to shield the league's standing from the poisonous culture of personal grudges that all too frequently permeate professional sports. In a recent press conference, Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski addressed the mounting tension by joining the discussion. Shedeur Sanders has fulfilled all of his responsibilities, according to Stefanski, who vehemently denied the reports that portrayed him as conceited or narcissistic. Stefanski stated, "He's been working really hard. Shedeur is doing everything correctly, just like the other young boys, and we just ended practice. He is working hard, paying attention, and obeying directions." He wasn't just being professional in his defense of Sanders. It was intimate. He wants people to be aware of Sanders' standing as a teammate and player didn't fit the negative narrative that Ryan and other critics were pushing. But in a stunning twist, Rex Ryan himself has suddenly reversed course. Ryan entirely altered his mind following days of unrelenting pressure from commentators, supporters, and even former players. He not only recanted his remarks in his most recent remarks, but he also urged that Sanders be given a chance to play. Ryan acknowledged that Flacco is no longer able to complete it. Bring the small child up with Shedeur Sanders. Allow them to compete. Let's check our inventory. The NFL community was taken aback by the abrupt reversal. Ryan was referring to Sanders as unproven only a few days ago. He was now advocating for him to begin. Analysts quickly pointed out that public pressure, rather than sincere introspection, was the reason behind Ryan's change of heart. He had been forced into a tight spot. Legends like Michael Irvin publicly chastised him, saying he unfairly singled out a young player who had only demonstrated his self-assurance. "If a player doesn't believe he's great, you'll call him weak," Irvin stated. "If he does believe he's great, you'll call him arrogant. So which is it?" Irvin's remarks resonated throughout the league and brought attention to the unfair treatment of self-assured black sportsmen. Ryan's remarks went beyond simple censure for Irving. They demonstrated how readily people can turn assurance into controversy when it fits their story. Cam Newton then arrived and went one step further. The former NFL MVP criticized the system in addition to Ryan. Newton made a forceful declaration stating, "Shedeur is being attacked for one reason, due to the fact that others have no control over the story that surrounds him. People disparage Shedeur for the same reasons that other athletes like Jackson Dart are praised, his confidence and swagger. It depends on the individual." Cam made a passionate, sincere, and straightforward defense. He cut through the clutter and identified the true problem, which is the uneasiness some people feel when a young, gifted, vocal athlete doesn't change to meet their standards. Rex Ryan now appears to be a man frantically attempting to tidy up his own mess as a result of everything. His recent endorsement of Shedeur Sanders comes across as damage control rather than sincere faith. Furthermore, even though he now says he believes Sanders has a lot of potential and refers to him as a future leader, the harm has already been done. He spoke loudly, and the NFL heard him. Roger Goodell's influence has become more important. The problem has transcended sports commentary when the league's highest executive publicly addresses the matter. These days, ethics, image, and accountability are key. Goodell's readiness to go to any lengths to preserve the league's integrity is demonstrated by his threat of disciplinary action against Ryan, as well as possibly team owners. We'll deal with it very seriously once we know the facts and how it affects our game, Goodell said. It's an uncommon act of power, the kind that reverberates throughout the whole NFL. You don't hear a commissioner publicly admit that he has the authority to remove an owner very often. However, it is precisely what he did. There was no mistaking the message. There will be repercussions if any league member, coach, commentator, or owner is discovered to be fabricating stories or making personal assaults against players that harm their reputations. This is precisely the reason why this tale is so explosive. The criticism of a single player is not the only issue. It's about the league setting a boundary against a society that all too frequently accepts personal assaults as merely viewpoints. Now that the dust has settled, everyone is watching to see how the NFL responds. Will Rex Ryan face official consequences? Will the league find out more about the organization's inner workings? Or will everything be forgotten as soon as the news cycle ends? As of right now, the league's lack of comment on the specifics raises the possibility that something important is actually developing behind the scenes. One thing is clear. Shedeur Sanders is no longer only a young quarterback vying for a starting position. He now represents something greater: the struggle for equality, justice, and respect in a league that continues to deal with its own inconsistencies. So, football aficionados, what are your thoughts? Do you support Roger Goodell taking charge and acting in such a forceful manner? Should Rex Ryan suffer severe repercussions for his comments? Or did the league just overreact in this instance? What about Shedeur Sanders, too? Do you think the media is unduly focusing on him? Or is this just a byproduct of the strain that comes with being in the spotlight in the NFL? Please share your opinions in the comment section below.